This is called a false close. It goes like this. It's not really a trick, but it's more like a technique for you to use in conjunction with other tricks in like combinations, or just to make new tricks in general. But how it works is that when you light a Zippo, you can close the lid completely and reopen it and have the Zippo stay lit, so long as you do the opening and closing really quickly. So basically what happens is that you have airspace in the cap here, and when it's open, air goes into the cap, and when you close it, the Zippo normally snuffs out the flame by removing any oxygen from going to the flame. But since there is that small amount of air inside, it keeps the flame burning for less than a second. And if within that time you can open the lid again to expose the flame to oxygen, then the Zippo will stay lit throughout that whole time. And it's just something that you can do when you're doing other tricks. Just like if you're doing combinations, you could just throw that in between tricks as a transition, I guess. And it works out pretty well. What you have to do is you have to be careful about how you close the lighter. Like if you do a flick, sometimes because you're forcing the chimney upwards, that will actually snuff out the flame. Like the lid won't even go out, but just the act of this violent like shaking upwards, all that air will go into the chimney, and it'll kind of snuff out the flame, because then there's just too much oxygen. You need a balance of it. So I mean, you could do it any way you want. You could open it and by a squeeze and just light it with your index finger, and then rotate it around and do a quick snap, close and back open. But yeah.